Yo guys, what is up? It is Teacher's Game 2 coming at you again with some interesting videos here. So I have set up 6 different boss fights. 6. Yes, I mean literally 6. And we're going to go ahead and test them all. I'm pretty excited for it. It'll be entertaining. I'll give some people some time to show up right now. And that way we can actually have a little bit of time here. But just so you can see, we've got some Therizinosaurus we're going to test. I got some veggie cakes for them. We're going to go ahead and test out some Deinonychus, and I'll show you guys kind of like the meta strategy behind them. I am going to solo it with a stupid level woolly rhino, and basically I calculated the amount of stats that I would need in order to have 61,000 health. That seems like a lot, 4690. But if I was to bring in 6 people with 6 rhinos, this is the exact amount of damage, health, all that kind of stuff that it would be able to pump out. So that's why it's that much higher. And that's kind of that. So we've also got ourselves a Rex boss fight that we're going to do. You can see them with the UDs right here. One of the kind of like the underdogs of ARK. And that's, I think, an easy thing to say. This is the spinos. No one really uses them, but we're kind of going to do this for some fun. And then we're also going to go ahead and do the dire bear combination. And that's going to be, how it is. So we'll see how it goes. I do not have any Daeodons that I'm going to bring with me except for that last one, because I think that's the only one I'm really concerned about. But, to each their own, I suppose. All right, so anyways, I'll go ahead and type in chat over here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of what I plan on bringing into these boss fights, or what I usually do before we get this kind of stuff started. Got some aggravatic mushrooms here, and those are just for food. I'm usually going to put those in slot 3. Canteen, water, obviously. And then I always put my med brews in slot 1, and that is just because I want the easiest access in case it's an urgent need for them. And that's kind of that. I've got some decent shotguns. I mean, I've had much better, but these are okay. These are just used for the manticore, really. And I usually bring about 100, give or take, shells into this thing. And it's really not that difficult. And that's kind of what I bring in. Now, if I was you, it's always not a bad idea to bring in a little bit of an extra stack-ish of med brews, because stuff happens. It's ARK. And that's kind of how it works. And that's kind of what's going on here. And I'm going to go ahead and start moving here in a second. All right. So I don't know which one we want to do first here. I think the Therizinosaurus are probably going to be the easiest one to do first. This is the one I'm concerned about, the woolly rhino, because just having one in there is going to be quite difficult. I'm not super confident on my abilities with the woolly rhino, but that's obviously my opinion. So I don't really care. I think that the Therizinosaurus might be best, but you guys go ahead and take a vote. What do we want to see first? I'll kind of wait, because there's a little bit of a lag, so it takes some time to figure it out. There we go. I just typed in the chat over there. And this griffin, not the greatest griffin. But nonetheless, there it goes. Alpha rag. Yes, alpha rag is nice, but it's hard to find people that'll let you into an alpha rag, because it's really hard to grind stuff out for it. Got 1 vote for Theory, 2 vote for Theory. Probably end up doing the Theory first, it sounds like. All right. Theory it is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this guy over here. And we're going to go ahead and hop onto the Theory boss fight. So I'm going to ride around the UD. Right now I'm going to go ahead and start placing my veggie cakes on all the different Theris. And just so you guys know, one of the things that I like to do is I tend to, in boss fights, have one without saddles. And now this is obviously, if I was doing this for real, I would not do that. but I like to see how much health, or I guess how much damage they can actually take before getting slaughtered. Now these veggie cakes, I only bring in 5, and the big reason behind that is, well, because I only really care about getting past the dragon. Once I get past the dragon, this boss fight's pretty easy, assuming the manticore lands. But I am going to release a video later today where I faced the entire boss fight with, what are they called? Basilisks. And basilisks pretty much shred everything. However, the manticore didn't land the entire time. I didn't even know what to do. I was like, excuse me? But that was a pain in the butt. Alright, come on. Let's grab the rest of these veggie cakes. 25 more, and then we'll get started. I thought that was something else shouting at me. I was like, this is unfortunate. Right before I start the boss fight. So if shenanigans does happen, I'm going to try and deal with it as I would like if I was playing official. But if it gets ridiculous, for example, like the manticore won't land, I might bring in like a, I don't know, a pterodon or something like that so I can get it to actually come down to the ground. So here's the one without the saddle. You can kind of see their stats are not that great. It's quite awful Therizinos actually. Okay, I think that's all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and stand right in the middle over here. Come on. There we go. Gotta get this guy inside too. And let's go ahead and start up this boss fight. I'm gonna go ahead and queue up the next boss fight as well. Alright, so we are gonna do Gamma for right now, just because it's a great way to show strategies and stuff like that. And that's just one of the things. Yeah, Stefan, your theories are way better than anything I have. And what's up, Jacob? How you doing? And Daedons, yeah, they go so fast. What's your question here? So, low, and he was full of mutton foods. No, Daedons just have to force feed them, otherwise it doesn't work very well for them. Alright, Yudi. Come on, let's go. So you can see here's the Therizinos. Step 1, always go down the stairs, because the manticore will get stuck right where she is right now, unless you go down the stairs quickly, basically. And let them know you're in the boss fight, kind of. Alright, just so you know, these things are all unleveled. Alright, come on now. There we go. Goodness gracious, hello. Yeah, that's sick, Stefan. Where are you even going, Therizino? Why are you going to kill trees, huh? There we go. Come on. Alright, so here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and whistle attack this target. Going to beef these guys up. And here we go. So Therizinos do take reduced damage to the fire, which is nice. And you can see because they've got 2 swipes. Oh boy, I am inside of that. Need to move out of that. Because they have the 1-2 swipe, they do a ton of damage. So really, the Therizinos, what you're trying to do, ow, is kind of focus on taking down this thing as fast as possible. Just like that. Ow, my goodness. So I can't hear a thing right now. Alright, so when you beat the bosses, it gets incredibly loud. Are you going to land? Ooh. Very rarely does this happen. Always deal damage to the manticore if she chooses to land. We're just going to keep boosting these guys right now. Yeah, but no matter what, whenever she lands, do damage. That's kind of just a solid... Oh, okay. She's going to take some more. Nice. Alright, she'll take off for a while. So the order that you want to do this is Dragon, Megapithecus, and then Manticore, because Manticore is the easiest to kill when she lands. Wow, she's landed twice. I'm not going to complain about this. This is, I mean, if I beat her first, this will be the first time that's ever happened. There it goes. And we're going to go and whistle these guys onto aggressive because I don't like being attacked by the Megapithecuses and Mesopithecuses. There we go. And they just absolutely shred city, this Megapithecus, which is super nice. I'm just going to keep boosting them here. I'm just going to give myself some levels and stam. And I think we're going to do this without losing a single theory. Okay, hello. There we go. This might be the fastest one I've ever done. Ow. So, try to avoid getting caught in that, obviously. But she just landed. Oh, you're really going to get stuck up there. Okay, hi. How are you? She has landed. The Therizinosaurus are going to Shred City on her. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out! There we go. No cross ARK. Yeah, cross ARK can be a lot of fun. I'm considering switching over to it just because the PvP servers on Xbox that I've been trying to play are just so hostile. They really are. Now, the big thing that you can do at this point in time, just look up. Because at this point in the boss fight, the only thing you don't want to do, especially if you only got a couple of guys, is get anyone killed. Oh, no. Are you... Okay, she was stuck for a second. And she's falling out of the sky. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. So make sure you keep them boosted. And they will just continue to shred. Uh-oh. And basically what I do in this part is I just look up. If you wanted to break out your shotgun that I brought in, or that you brought into this boss fight, now is a good time. But you want to be really careful of one thing. If you kill it while it's up in the air, you do not usually get the element. Which kind of sucks, obviously. And I just go first person mode, and I just make sure I avoid this manticore. Okay, come on now. This is ridiculous. Leave me alone. Come on. You know, and I know I say this a lot. Why do you never use veggie cakes for your... I've got them on right now. I usually don't because I want to kind of... For most people, veggie cakes aren't really easy to make. Especially people that are going to be doing the boss fights solo, duos, stuff like that. So it's like one thing that I try and use as little resources as possible when I do boss fights. So just that way people can kind of have the... Where? I thought she landed maybe. Nope. But I try and use as few resources as possible so it's real for smaller tribes and stuff like that. There we go. I also make sure I don't level things up because the tames that I bring in are quite trash. And there's the super loud noise. Alright, so let's check out some hells. Half, full, full. Did you eat all your veggie cakes? No, you got one left. Did you eat all your veggie cakes? You might not have gotten any, so that may be why you didn't take very much damage. Okay, so they did fine. The Therizinosaurus did great. I'm not really super concerned about them, though, because I knew they were going to shred. Some tips and tricks for this is what you want to watch out for is with Therizinosaurus, as soon as you get past the dragon, you've basically won this boss fight. You just want to be careful not to get knocked off the tames and stuff yourself, because the Therizinosaurus do so much damage that they just shred the last two bosses. And it's just a waiting game, basically. Come on, let me go here, and we are returning to the normal world. What just happened here? Okay, okay. I had them on aggressive still. That was kind of a fun little way to go about that. So that's the Therizinosaurus. I think that some tips that I would just say before you start this boss fight, if you're going to do it with Therizinosaurus. One, the only thing you really need to be careful of is the dragon. Make sure you keep boosting them. Obviously, the best thing you can do is have two guys in there, one on the Yudi, one on a Daedon, and that helps a ton. And the biggest reason that helps a lot is because, well, for lack of a better word, is if you're healing them while they're also eating their veggie cakes, Therizinosaurus are really hard to kill. Because, I mean, the ones I'm bringing in right now are terrible. Just to show you, leveling up the health just a couple of times, you're looking at almost half more health, so 50% increase in health, which is insane. What does 400% melee theory make in NR. Huh. If you're going to do the Alpha Valguero boss, I still think the best thing is it's almost impossible to do the Alpha Valguero boss alone. If you're going to solo it, I think that there's a couple different ways you could do it. But if I was you, what I would do is I'd probably go with some combination of damage dealers, whether that be the next thing we're going to try, which is the Deinonychus. One of my favorite mounts in the entire game, just so we're all clear. I love Deinonychus. So Deinonychus, probably if it was me, I would also probably bring in some combination of Velonosaurus, because you want to basically do as much damage as quickly as possible. The longer the higher level boss fights go, the more hosed you are, and there's not much you can do about it. It's just something that's a pain in the butt. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do some Deinonychus boss now. Basically, this is just another hint. Some things you want to check before you go into the boss fight. 1, check to see... I guess I should put my flags down, huh? I have claimed victory over these. Let's go ahead and toss that guy there. Toss this guy here. Boom. Claiming victory. I feel like I need to move this one closer. Pick up the gorilla flag. There. Much better. So, anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move in with the Deinonychus now, and check your stats, check everything on yourself, and I'll show you the stats on these guys in just a second here. But you can see I've got all the trophies, so I'm just going to drop them. Don't need them. Medical brews, make sure you're still good on those. Check your canteen, check your food, check your shotgun, and make sure you got water. I'm not going to waste a canteen sip, so I'm just going to go to the water real quick and take one. And what I would aim for with the Deinonychus boss fight, now you'll notice this one doesn't have a saddle. 2,000 health, melee damage at 448, nothing great. This is unleveled. You can easily get way above this. I would aim for somewhere around that if I was you, at minimum, especially if you're going to do Gamma, about 2,400-ish. And that'll get you through this boss fight pretty easily. Another one without a saddle, perfect. But just so you can see, their melee damage goes up way fast, and so does their health. So, and it's a lot of fun. What's up, Hemidao Do 94? I've got 3 people in my tribe, and I'm in alliance with 2 other 3-man tribes, so still Deinonychus or something else. I really think that if I was you, I'd go Deinonychus. Deinonychus are probably my favorite, but I still think that you don't want to... I mean, if you've never done a boss fight, go Gamma first, just to get a feel for it, because it really is different. So, let's go ahead and do this thing. So, what we're going to do, back up this guy. He is back down to normal everything, even though I spawned him in at 3,000. I put him in a cryopod, because I forgot that I spawned in my Griffin at that high of a level. So we're going to go ahead and go in with these guys. I would recommend saddles somewhere around, give or take, 80 to 90%. That's the armor that you're aiming for. And that's really what you want to shoot for. And then, other than that, these guys make such an easy boss fight, it's almost a joke. Again, same strategy as the last one. Run down to make sure you pick up everything here. Make sure that manticore sees you so she doesn't get stuck up in the sky. There we go. Alright, so... and I'm just going to let these guys shred them. Just to see. Now, what you're aiming for with the Deinonychus, just so you know, is on this boss fight, no. There we go. Is what happened there? Interesting. So, on this boss fight, Deinonychus do not register to the bosses. So the further out you can engage them, the better off you are. You'll see that the dragon literally gets stuck on it, and then they just build their buff, and it's like, see you later. It is insane. Okay, I'm going to J-whistle these guys, because I do not want them doing anything stupid. Another thing you want to do is make sure you do not engage these bosses out in their territory, because if you do that, you're hosed. There's not much you can do about it. And just to answer the question, the reason that I do the wheel is so that people on Xbox and PS4 can see what I'm doing. I am on fire, but you can see he's getting caught up right now. And the Deinonychus, he does not register if you have a larger tame in here. And it's insane. You can see him just shredding because they get that stack and it's over. So, again, what we're going to do is we are going to focus on bringing these guys. What happened to all of my Deinonychus? Why are y'all stuck over here? There we go. Okay, that works. There we go. So, what I do is I get enough steam, basically, to pull the... Ooh, that works. Okay. Oh, no, she didn't want to land. Oh, well. So, I get enough steam to pull this guy towards us. Ooh, manticore landed. Nice. So you'll notice these guys cause the every tame in here to get stuck on them. So as long as you're avoiding things to the best of your ability, this boss fight is a joke. Give him the boost. And I'm kind of just running around avoiding to the best of my ability right now. Because I'm just, you'll notice, see the megapithicus is almost dead. This is one of the fastest way to do boss fights. It's almost a joke. Come on, shred, 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 boys. Now I whistled him aggressive. I'm sorry if it's really loud at these points. It's a pain in my butt too. And you'll notice they latch on, and look at all that bleed damage they're still doing. Oh, hi. Okay. And that's why we have our med brews right there. And really, we're doing great so far. The Deinonychus, one little trick about them is they are just crushers of souls when it comes to the bosses. But the longer the boss fights go on, the more hosed they are. So you just want to be very careful about it. With wild tame Rexes and wild egg dinos. Oh yeah, no, Ragnarok is easy to do if you bring in Deinonychus. Deinonychus are just, they have to be nerfed at some point because they can just shred literally every boss. Like you see right here. Ow. See how they, like, the boss doesn't even register them as there? And is trying to get to me? That is why Deinonychus are so OP. And they do that bleed damage, so they just do so much damage, it's almost a joke. And as you can see, the manticore, half health already. That's insane. In chat, if you have used Deinonychus to do a official boss fight, go ahead and mention it, because I've done it before, and I know a couple of you said you have. So make sure you mention something, because, I don't know, a lot of people don't believe me that it works, but it really does. Deinonychus are, they're way too OP. I just hope at some point they do nerf them, because, I mean, it's nuts. I don't think I've ever seen a more unfair boss fight combination. Come on now, land. There we go. You'll notice it's going to try and get to me. And the Deinonychus are... Look at all the bleed damage that's doing. I mean, it's still taking damage, and it's flying in the sky. That's unfair. Micah, it is a glitch, but it's not just a glitch for Deinonychus. As long as you have a large tame inside of the boss fighting arena, anything that's medium or small will not get recognized by the bosses, and that is all bosses. So let's say you bring in, I've done this with Megalosaurus, I've done this with Deinonychus, I've done it with raptors, dire bears. I think dire bears might actually get recognized, but like wolves, ravagers, all that stuff, they don't even get seen. So as long as you're keeping them alive, it's crazy. Alright, so now we're just waiting on this thing to land. Come on now. Where'd you go? There you are. So one thing you can do is if you're having troubles getting the manticore to land, you can hop off on foot or do what just happened right there. Okay, so she landed. And I'm just going to let these Deinonychus do their bleed damage to her. And look how much damage they're doing. It's nuts. It's insane. I'm not sure if the golems actually even notice the dinos are there. As long as you're on a big tame, I'm pretty sure golems go for you still. Alright, so she landed again and again. We're just going to slowly beat her with these Deinonychus. And if you're getting, like, concerned, what you can do... Where is she? Oh, my goodness, hello. I mean, she's already down to, like, less than a quarter health, so I'm not really concerned on this boss fight. Ouch. But just so you know what you could do if you wanted to, you could easily bring in a shotgun, like I have, and get on foot, and that helps a lot with bringing her to the ground. Where'd she go? Did she land? Oh, she did, just over there. Interesting. Oof. There was a dodge. So you'll notice right now that she can't because she's running against them. It's just unfair. And some of those Deinonychus will latch on. Okay, hi. And she's down to like 5% health, so it's almost over. Yeah, no, I've had that happen, Shane, and that's unfortunate. Basically, whenever you kill the manticore in the air, it is sometimes a glitch where the element just goes away. Usually it goes to the nearest player, but I'd say about 50-50. It's not always the case, because as you can see, oop, there it is, my inventory. 60 already, and we're just trying to keep it up and running. I've actually tried the landing area. It just never works for me. The front side, she never comes to land over there. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. Maybe it's just me, but this is a trick that I'll use sometimes, just landing on foot, and she really enjoys it. And you can always just do what I'm doing here, because this is a good way to do it. Just slowly damage over time. However, again, if you shoot her while she's in the air, you basically have a risk of not getting the element, which sucks. But she'll come down pretty much every time if you get on foot. Go get them dinos. The Yudi does even less damage than the Deinonychus. That's funny. But it is a crap Yudi. It says 3,000, but not that great. Alright. So as you can see, that boss fight was pretty easy. Deinonychus make things just way, way, way too easy. A couple of hints, like I said earlier in the video, the big thing with the Deinonychus is that you do not want to let the boss fight go on longer than it has to. Because the longer it goes on, the more damage your Deinonychus take, and they are not good tanks. They really are quite piss poor tanks, actually, as you can see with this guy right here. He's got a decent saddle, 83, but only 1900 health. That means they can get clapped in a couple different ways. So the big thing you want to do is just be careful with them. But Deinonychus are always a interesting challenge, I think is a good way to put it. So Deinonychus definitely work, but you just got to be careful with how you do it, because they are damage dealers for sure, and that's pretty much what they're meant for, just pure damage. But you want to make sure you keep them alive. Okay, we're going to go ahead and whistle neutral on these guys so they don't just kill everything. Alright, so next up, the Woolly Rhino Challenge. Now, a lot of people have asked me to do this. This is not an easy challenge, because a lot of people are like, oh, I threw the flag down. I got to put the flag up. What am I doing? It's a rookie mistake. There it is. Got to add it to my little flag arsenal over here. I know it's really dark, so sorry about that, but I don't feel like going back and changing the time. Not my favorite thing to do. Okay, flag down. Flag down. And at the end, I'll bring like a nice little selfie picture together like I always do in all my videos. So there's the flags, 6 of them. Now, with the Woolly Rhino, what you want to focus on You can see that the stats are stupid, but it's basically meant to replicate 6 different people going in on this thing with 6 different woolly rhinos. I'm not going to do more than 6 because that just gets ridiculous. And the amount of damage they have is just insane. So, check your med brews. Pretty good on those. Can always just bring them back up here. Get yourself 100. Make sure your canteen's good. Food. Shotgun. Now, I always like to reload out here. That way, in case something happens inside. Yeah, Shane, that's a great example of it. They are glass cannons because they do so much damage. It's a joke. Like I've seen people just go and raid people with just a singular Deinonychus, and it's just game over. There's not much you can do about it. So, let's go ahead and check out this boss battle. Now, I love woolly rhinos. The one negative about them, their stamina is quite piss poor. So we're going to see how it goes. I mean, I think it's a 50-50 shot we have here. I've never done it with just a solo woolly rhino. But I guess it could be good, it could be bad. Now, obviously 4,690 damage is a ton, but it's basically meant to replicate 6 woolly rhinos, which is about, you never want to go into a boss fight with less than like 750. So let's see how this thing does. It might be too OP, I don't know, and then I'll drop it down, but we're going to find out. So, again, like I always do, make sure we pull the manticore off its little pedestal, and then we're going to go ahead and go back up. And if you guys don't mind, would be really awesome if you don't mind leaving a like and a subscribe. I mean, not even a subscribe, just a like for the video, because it helps people see it, and that'd be much appreciated right now if you haven't done so already. Alright, so here comes... Yeah, so even... There we go. Takes a couple swings sometimes to hit the Dimorphodon, so it's not too OP, which is what I was worried about. We do want to get a running start to take this bad boy out. I'm just going to go ahead and level up his stam real quick. Here we go. Okay, about 1/10 of the health. Not bad. We're just going to keep doing that. Keep doing these giant circles running around. There we go. There's the sweet veggie cake. That's what we were waiting for. Are you going to come land, Manticore? That'd be dope. Sometimes you can get in the wing of this thing and get it stuck. So as you can see, as I just showed you probably, it's really quite unfair to use these in boss fights. Now what I am concerned about is this dragon, because that fire damage is gonna destroy me. I mean, 10% per time is rough. We have him down to half health though, so that's nice. Come on, big guy. Go down. Go down. There we go. So it might be a bit OP. Oh boy, this always happens to me. So, if this ever happens to you and you get stuck inside, 1, try and get out in a couple of different ways. 2, if you hop off and whistle, your team will be able to get out, which is really nice, obviously. So that's lovely. So we got 24 seconds until it can actually do anything again. I'm not going to level up anything else because these are good enough stats. Maybe I'll just level up like torpidity. Now, wait, that's what I'm going to level up. Ooh, a little bit of oxygen too, in case I want to turn this into a submersible woolly rhino. You never know. There's always something fun to do. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go after this megapithicus now. I'm going to show you what a full charge looks like. Basically, this would mean if you have 6 different dudes, full charge this guy. Come on now. As you can see, did not do that much damage. So, I'd say with a full set of these things, you can reasonably beat this boss in under 5 minutes. When I was doing it with small tribes on Valguero, and here's the issue right there. Okay, come on now. There we go. I needed to get away. Because if you let those little guys hit you, it can be a big problem. Boom, that was a big hit. Come on. It also does scale, Shane, so that's probably one thing that I'll have to take into account in the future. Because you are right. Even though it's technically 6 riders worth, the boss fight scales down based upon how many people. So I probably should have brought it in with about half the stats, and that would have been much more reasonable. Where's the manticore? What? Where is it? Did it... what? Did I kill it? I don't remember killing the manticore. What just happened? Wait, what? The manticore's just gone? I've only had this happen one other time on official. Sometimes, for some reason, the bosses on this map, only the flying ones. I've never had the megapithicus disappear. But basically the flying ones will go above the map somehow, and they'll just like disappear. Which is crazy, obviously. You don't want that happening. Seriously? What'd you just take from me? I hate these things. The birds of death. Oh my god, he stole my medical brew. You turd. Ugh, evil little schnikers. So, yeah, small monkeys are the real bosses in there, Shane, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, I cannot see a thing. Oh well, we're just going to do this with Rexes. It looks like there's my Yudi. I just want to make sure that we get them all in. So make sure, if you are doing this boss fight, don't leave anything behind. I have done that so many times. Let's start the boss fight like right on this Rex right here. Just because I can't see anything anyways. So, alright, so as you can see, we are inside the boss fight arena with our Rexes. These guys are terrible Rexes. 11k health, 574 melee. There is nothing good about these Rexes. I'm trying to make it to the ground because I've had it happen before where if I'm on a tame or something like that, I'll actually lag out of the boss fight, which is quite miserable. But all of them have terrible stats. All around 10k health, all around 500-ish melee. Unleveled, so none of them are good at all. Where's my Yudi? There we go. And, just like the last few boss fights, how you doing, Cody? So, we're going to pull the manticore off. Go back up in here to our Rex City. And here comes the real challenge. Not getting stuck inside of all of the Death Rexes. Alright, so that's kind of that. I mean, Rexes are pretty easy because they're self-explanatory. Tank, kill, tank, kill, tank, kill. Alright, so we're waiting for the dragon to land. Go ahead and pull these guys all over towards me here. And they're just going to hang near me because we're just waiting for this dragon who's hanging out in the sky. Come on. And the one big thing again, do not aggro more than one boss at a time for your own safety because it's just not worth it. Whistle passive on these guys so they don't do anything stupid. Is that just a wild Pteranodon that's in here? No, it's not. It is a boss Pteranodon. That would have been kind of funny. There we go. So again, whistling attack my target. There we go. As they run by, we're going to give them that boost. That lovely, lovely anti-death boost. There we go. And the goal here is we want to get as many to attack as possible, and they do a pretty good job of surrounding and attacking because the dragon has such a wide hit spree. And you're just going to sit here, and you're just going to melt these things. Rexes are pretty easy to use because you just attack. Now, optimal for this is bringing in a Daedon to heal them up too, because this dragon does a ton of damage to them. With that fire attack specifically, because 10% per hit is rough. But And they do have a nice damage output, so you can't really complain about that. Let's go, Rexes. What are we all doing over there, huh? Where are they even going? Are they running? I don't really know what they're doing, but oh well. You can see a lot of them have taken a lot of damage. Ooh, manticore's down. Let's go and attack her. There we go. And we're just going to do as much damage as possible. What are they even doing over there? Honestly, I have no idea what they're doing. I might have to go get them, though. Like, are they aware of the fact that there's a boss fight going on right now? What are all of you doing? I don't even know what just happened to them. They just decided that they didn't want to play anymore. Alright. Let's go play. Let's go this way. No. Whistling passive. What are you even doing, guys? Come on. There we go. Let's go this way. Come on. And we're going to go ahead and go down here. So we'll attack this target on these guys. And now we should be fine. They just decided to... oh, I have a Pride Rock. Lovely. There we go. Much better. So Rexes, these aren't even good Rexes. You can see this is definitely one of the easiest ways to go. But I think they were like attack the dragon or something like that. And they just chose ow. There we go. So we'll attack this target. Perfect. Now because she is near this bridge, it is possible that some of these Rexes jump on top of her and pin her down. It's totally possible. I've only had it happen once or twice, but it's doable. Oh, maybe? Nope, didn't quite work. Almost, though. Alright, come on, let's go this way, guys. Let's go right in the... Now, I just had somebody in chat tell me I should try going over to the opening pad over there. And she landed for like a half second. What a jerk. Let's try it. I've only used this method like once or twice, and it hasn't... Where are those two even going? Man, Rexes do not have very good... Okay, what is going on here? Because you guys went over there, you messed up the boss fight. Turds. There we go. No, you go away. I don't like those little things. Alright, come on. Let's do this. Back up to the boss fight area. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So let's try it. A couple of viewers have requested this. Let's see if it works. Oh man. Is that one Rex really going to hose it all for us? I'm just going to whistle aggressive on these guys. What are you even doing down here? Okay. It's not going to work, unfortunately, because... as it turns out, one bad Rex ruins it for the bunch of us. Ugh. So we're just going to sit them in the middle and do what I always do with boss fights. Sit and wait. And then boost them so they don't take that much torpidity or damage. Which is always useful. I don't think we've lost one yet, so that's pretty nice. Can't complain about those numbers. 0 deaths so far. Alright. Let's do this. She's gonna land. Let's do some... Oh, come on, you tease. There we go. Get stuck inside the Rexes. Nope. Or not. That works too. So the one thing that's nice about these guys is because they are on... they're all large tames. The manticore sees them just the same as me, so she doesn't necessarily move to help me out. 0 Rexes have died so far. Khatib Aid, I want to say? I'm not sure if that's the name, or if I'm getting it right, but 0 have died. That one right there, as you can see, is close, but it's also not wearing a saddle. So that might explain that one. There we go. Come on. Deal some damage as she does these little circles. Not bad, not bad. She's down to about a quarter. Can't complain about that. Let's get these guys to follow me again. There. Put them in this nice little bunch. It was very close there. It could have been over, and she might be coming down for the final one here. Let's see. There we... Oh, my goodness. Come on, land. There we... Oh, nope. It was a double push off the ground shenanigans. Alright, now we're just waiting. This is the one crappy thing about Rexes, is they kind of just... Well, for lack of a better word, they're not very good at... Oh, come on. There we go. Now I've got her whistled, so that way when she does land, they all auto go for her. Give them this boost. There we go. Come on now. You're not going to get stuck up there, are you? I hate when this happens. Nope, we're good. She came back down. Nope, she might be stuck, actually. Now, one way it's worked in the past for me is you hop off, and you deal enough damage, and she'll get unstuck. It's possible. Not always working, though. This is Gamma right now, and just to show you the stats on these things, not good. These are basically wild tamed 150s that I'm doing this with. They do have a little bit better melee is what I'll say, about 500 melee, so their melee is not bad. But I mean, I've seen people go into boss fights with 50k health. Why are you just stuck right there? I mean, I guess you gotta take them out, right? But anyways, I've seen people go in with 50k health and 1000 melee with the new stats on like this PvP servers and stuff like that. Alright, let's try that, Shane. Shane says they're all going to follow, so if I follow them all, we might be able to get her unstuck. Good call. Good call. Now I'm just going to keep pelting her up there. Come down here. Oh, okay, she's actually coming down here. There we go. They should finish her here. I want to feel like I'm doing something. Oop, I am just shooting the Rexes at this point. Oops. There we go. Alright, so there's that boss fight. Pretty easy. Rexes are super OP. Not something that I'd be super concerned about, but they destroy the bosses pretty well. This one without the saddle, oof, that was close. Has 500 health left. 9,680 and then 490. This is not a good Rex, but it is doable. I mean, you just gotta, I mean, if I was you, if you wanted to do this, I would bring in a Daedon as well as a Yudi, and then you could just destroy these bosses. And then, I mean, just obviously heal them up as you go, and there's not much, I mean, I just did it without a saddle on this thing. And yeah, it is scaled down because it is solo player, but it's not enough to justify not using Rexes. Because, as you can see, you can get some really good stats on these Rexes. So, there's the Rex battle. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. There we go. So, Rexes are done. I wonder how terror birds would fare. Yeah, you need some good terror birds, that's for sure. I can test that. I mean, that's something that I can put on my list. And Jacob, I am considering that for sure. Let's see here. So we're going to do Spinos now. And Spinos have a really unfair thing about this boss fight. They have the ability, because there is water in this boss fight, the devs chose to put water in there. And I think that was conveniently placed there for a reason, in my opinion. Because Spinos in the water are just destroyers of worlds. So we're going to go ahead and pull these guys a little bit closer, so that way I don't have to like miss any of them from being in the boss fight, because I always hate when that happens. Oh yeah, you can do the alpha with Prim Falak. You just can't get off your mount, that's for sure. I can try and do an alpha with probably the Deinonychus, but I don't know if it's gonna. I'll do that like at the very end. So we'll see. Yeah, good has helmet always helps, and then a. Oh my goodness, I am just stuck. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to try and go to the center of this massive death Spino, and we're going to go and start this boss fight up. Just rapid fire these things. Come on, let me up. There we go. Okay. So, without further ado, let's do the Spinos. Now, with Spinos, these are not good Spinos. I've had way better. 7k health, 413 melee. Just to show you, leveling up twice will increase their melee by 30%. And what we're going to do is the goal for us on this boss fight is to take out everything in the water. If we can get the stuff to the water, we are going to be set. If we can't, it's a big problem. Which is not what we're looking for, obviously. So, take your Tyrannus. Make sure the manticore gets pulled. There we go. Oh no. There she goes. She was stuck for a second, but whew, we're good. Now we're going to go ahead and pull all of our Spinos. Come on, guys. Let's go. And the boost is real. So we are in the water now, and these things are deadly. So now they've got the water boost, they've got my boost, and then they'll stand up on their back legs. Maybe some of them will. Nope, none of them are gonna. But they're in the water, so that's the big thing, because they take reduced damage, increased damage output, and healing. Ow. That hurt. And as you can see, they've already got this thing beneath half health. But if you go in the water, it's insane. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I'm not super concerned with the Spinos, just because they are destroyers of worlds. If you bring them to the water, these things are killers. They really are. Just trying to pull more into the water over here. Let them get their boosts. Manticore's down, actually. So let's go ahead and... Oh, they're in the water still. Okay, you know, Spino, I appreciate that you want to help your buddies out, but man, you could have picked a better time. And they are still technically in the water where they are, so they are just cruising. We don't want to... I'm going to pull the monkey over here. Come on now. There we go. There's the Spinos. I feel like I'm missing some Spinos. Not sure. I am. Okay. How many am I missing? Just 2? Okay, that's not too bad. I can deal with just 2. And if she lands over there, I'm totally cool with it, because that water boost is nice. So I'm just trying to get these guys, get this megapithicus over here with us. Come on. Here he shows up. There we go. Now, oh no, Spino, come on. We're not going to fight over there. We're fighting in the water, where you have to fight. What's up, Schmack Fotsy? Alright, come on. Spino, really? Just one of you? That's what's going to happen here. I'm just going to go ahead and pull the water over here. Unfortunately for us, one of our Spinos is being a little bit rude. Come on, buddy. Let's go this way, into the water. We need to engage them in the water. That one Spino's doing fine, though. He's not getting shredded, which is nice. Okay. This is ridiculous. Okay, here comes the manticore, so... There we go. Oh, nope, she got down to the water. Sweet, whatever. I'm going to try and pull this megapithicus over towards us here, because this Spino is just cruising over here. What are you even doing alone? And how are you doing so much damage? There we go. Come on. There we go. Now we're going to get help from your friends, okay? How's that sound, buddy? Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Pull ourselves into the water over here. Not my brightest move. I'm not going to lie about that. Should have probably seen this one coming. Aggressive. Go get him. I honestly can't see anything, but I can see that these things are in the water and just saying see it to the megapithecus. Yeah. Water plus Spinos equal boss fight over. It's not even close. Alright, so now we've got to get this manticore down to the ground, which is probably one of the hardest parts of the boss fight, to be totally honest. Alright. There we go. They do not have their water boost over there. So, I guess it's not really that important to have the water boost with the manticore, though. Which is kind of not too bad. Let me out. Let me out. There we go. Alright, so let's try... She's on her way down. That's not bad. Alright, so... There we go. Nice. Surround and attack. See how they go up on their hind legs? When they get that water boost, they do that, and they do so much more damage, as you can see right here. Like, this slaughter fest is almost over. Come on. Come on back down here. All right. How you doing, Malvin? All right, come on. Where'd it go? Is it going over there to fight the other one? Lovely. Just what I needed. Let's go ahead and whistle follow all on these guys. Come on. This way. There's so many of them. Not a single one has died yet, which is super nice, obviously. Come on. Look at all of them. Okay. So we are going to try and localize ourselves down here again. Why did the boss music stop? Ooh, here we go. She's coming down again. Excellent news. Well, she thought about it. That's got to be worth something, right? Okay. Really? Manticore? Right now, I think I've got 14 Spinos in here. And 2 of them have done nothing the entire boss fight, unfortunately. They've kind of just hung out. Which is really kind of crap. But Spinos definitely do a good job as long as you can keep them in the water. Well, obviously I'm not going to be able to put them in the water right now, but let's go ahead and move them again. Because she doesn't seem to want to land over here, but over here she was. And really, this is the hardest part of this boss fight. Come on. There we go. And a little bit of water. Manticore. come on. Come on down here. It's not about what level you are, Marie. It's about, more specifically, what level your tames are. You could do a boss fight at the minimum level, which I think for Gamma is like 20. Okay. Hi. What are you doing over here? There we go. Give me a little bit of shred power. There we go. Come on. Attack. And as you can see, these Spinos are just ripping. See ya. Like, what do you even do against that? This thing just shreds. Oh well, there are much worse things. But as long as you keep them in the water, these Spinos are just ridiculous. Obviously that's a really good saddle, but which one took a lot of damage? This one only took half damage. But I mean, you can get these things up to easy 20-25k health with a good, I don't know, probably 600-700 melee. They are OP. It's level 30, Jason. Okay. Yeah, you almost always want to bring in the bread, because getting those boosts for imprinting is huge, because you just get that much more per level, which is really nice, obviously. I don't know why I'm picking plants. I brought in some stuff. Whatever. But there you go. Spinos are great at this boss fight because that water is amazing. Yeah, I mean, you're going to go into that boss fight for your first time, and no offense, you're probably going to get smoked, but that's just how the boss fights work. Yeah, man, the Ridden Mana used to be an OP thing of death. Alright, Whistle Passive. What are you guys doing here? Come on. There's no need to attack everybody and everything. Yeah, don't be jerks. Alright, so as you can see, we are on our last boss fight. I am going to actually ride the Daeodon because I want to be able to heal the dire bears. And that's kind of how we're going to do this. And really, this is an easy one. Raise the stam on this guy. I'm going to enable auto courage once we get into the boss fight. But I want to put him on passive because I want to make sure he's nice and close to me. Behavior, passive. And that's also true for sure, Daver graphics. So you can see we got the dire bears. We're ready to rock on these guys. And nothing good on these, just to show you the stats. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible stats. Gotta drop all this stuff here. But I mean, you can see if you do a couple of these boss fights in a row, this is an easy, easy, easy way to get element. Nothing super difficult about it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. Do I want to go get more shotgun ammo and food? Nah, I'll be fine. I've got faith. I'm probably going to die now that I say that. I just don't want to put him on follow and auto heal because he has a tendency sometimes to forget that he's not supposed to attack, and then it kind of ruins my boss fights. I can do that though. I mean, I don't mind. Which would you rather get me ride here? The Yudi or the Daeodon? You guys decide. I'm going to let a vote on that one happen. Alright, so yeah, auto courage is a thing on an official, I believe, as well. But you can see right here, enable auto courage mode, and it'll basically keep them encouraged. Daeodon it is. Yudi. Oh, Yudi. Oh, there's a lot of different thoughts here. Okay. What's up, clanless Frenchie? Behavior. We're gonna go ahead and turn on targeting range and all this stuff to change it around then. Ignore group whistles. Passive. Alright, so let's get nice and close to the middle here, and let's go ahead and start this boss fight. Now, this is always a fun one with dire bears. I enjoy it, at least. Let's go ahead and make sure we whistle follow on this guy. Have them following each other is always a good idea. Oh, hopefully these Spinos aren't in. I don't think they will be because they're not close enough to the center. So we should be good. But anyways, come on. Let's go. Alright, so let's make sure that this guy stayed on his settings. Ignore group whistles, passive, perfect. So let's go ahead and use a dire bear to get the manticore off of the ledge that she's always on. Get everything to recognize that I'm here. And there we go. Let's do it. So dire bears do a ton of damage, but unfortunately they also kind of have a weak side because they're kind of squishy. At least the ones that are spawned in are. Alright, here we go. Here comes the boss man. And attack this target. Come on. There we go. So as you can see right there, this is something that's kind of, they do take that damage, which is unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and make sure this guy is enable passive healing. There. Now we can make sure we got some stuff going here. There we go. See how much damage they're doing though? Alright, come on. They're squishy, but they do a ton of damage. Ooh, that fire's gonna hurt. Come on now. Come on, bears. Oh. Yep, that hurt. There we go. Come on, gotta get all the bears up here. Get that passive healing rocking. Okay. Okay. No. Come here. Come over here. Bears, you need to be healed first. What's up, TH Ovan? Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's fine. Doesn't really matter a whole heck of a lot, I guess. Just gotta keep these bears alive. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to spend some time healing because they took a load of damage. Come on now, guys. Need you to heal up decently fast. So obviously these dire bears are not very strong dire bears, which is the one negative, obviously. But they will heal up in about 5 minutes-ish. Assuming this manticore just doesn't come to kill us. Come on now. Now, just so you know, a lot of people have Daedons that sit around 100k food. And that's just what it is. And that's how it is. And Pride ENT, a lot of the videos that I have work in PvP. I have done a couple of them. You can check them out on my channel as well. But I just want to show you guys ways that you could do these boss fights reasonably. And that's kind of like what I enjoy doing, though. Okay, so it looks like we're about half health. We're getting there. Not on alpha. No, they can do gamma and beta. Alpha? No. Yeah, Deinonychus definitely work on alpha. You just got to be smart with how you do it. And then it's doable. Okay, these bears are certainly healing, which is nice. Because that dragon is a killer. Come on now. Almost there. Yeah, Deinonychus are certainly relentless, that's for sure. Alright, come on. Almost there. Looks like they're mostly healed up at this moment in time. At least most of them. I'll give them like another 30 seconds or so, and then we're going to go after the next boss. So if you, obviously you want to do this with 2 people, 1 guy on the Daedon, 1 guy on the Yudi, so you can boost and heal at the same time, but there are worse things, I suppose. Okie dokie. Almost there, like 5, 4, 3-ish, 2-ish, 1-ish. Let's go. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Jump off the cliff. Come on, let's go. There we go. Got my little bear army. Whistle unfollow on them. Is my Daedon like turned off of whistle now or something like that? Why would you do that? Why would you turn off automatically? I don't get that. But whatever. I'm gonna have the Daedon follow me. Don't really know why that didn't work. Come on. Manas do an okay job. They used to be way better, but obviously now they're a little bit worse. What changed it? Tech gear is good to have. I mean, you can easily get the tech engrams and stuff from the not the Valguero, but the extinction bosses too. It's always a good way to do it. Alright, enabling passive healing. Whistling attack this target, and let's do this. Get that boost up and running. I'm not paying attention, and she just is destroying me. Alright, you can see we've got the double boost going. The Daedon's healing. I'm giving this boost. Not too bad. And obviously make sure you keep an eye on your own health, because that's how you lose this boss fight pretty quick. Alright. She is going to release a blast right there. Yep, saw that coming. Alright, they just shredded that megapithicus. Therizinosaurus is out. Out cold. On the Daedon now. Gonna pick up some meat from all these things that we destroyed. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, we don't get the Therizinosaurus boost. Saw that one coming. But if we can keep these bears alive, they can do this. Alright, come on. Let's do it. There we go. It actually looks like they didn't take too much damage, which is nice. There's a couple of bears that took some damage, but nothing serious. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and... There we go. And they're going to keep attacking, and basically my mission is just to sit here and help them. Prevent them from dying. They're not doing bad, though, as you can see. I mean, we've only got 10-ish dire bears left. It'll be alright, Shane. I have faith that it's not going to get attacked. Because when things get knocked out in here, even if it's like your own character, the bosses don't go after them, which is kind of weird. Unless you're the last thing alive. They always go after things that are not passed out, which is kind of interesting, in my opinion. Alright, come on. I should have thought this through and brought shells, but... Because I didn't bring shells. One of those things I should have checked before the 6th boss fight. Alright. What is this? If you're going to land. Don't just tease us. She's at about a 1/3 health, so that's pretty good. Not too bad. Yes, we know you're upset, Dire Bears. I get it. Go ahead and turn off that passive heal for a second here and save it in case we need it. She really wants them dead. Come on back down. There we go. Turn it on again. Oh, come on. I feel like it's ridiculous when she comes down to visit and then doesn't do anything. There we go. Come on. All the way this time. A little bit of a lag spike. There we go. Come on. I've never had that happen. I've gone fishing, so it's possible. I mean, I guess it is rag, too. I never really do rag. I always do Valguero because it's way easier, in my opinion, at least. And, oh, come on. Look how close it is. So close. Maybe, like, less than a quarter second when she gets back down. What's up, Mark McLean? Clanless, I don't think that it's ever a good idea to use manas. Like, when manas first came out, they were stupid OP because you could have like 8-9 people on manas and just shred bosses. But now, because the damage drop off is like 5 feet in front of your face, it's not very good anymore. Alright, one last boost. Boom. Oh, it's nice. The Daedon's going to check on its friend. Alright, let's check out these dire bears. Obviously, this one doesn't have a saddle and only 4k health. These things are just damage dealers. Broodmother, if you're looking for an easy clap on that thing, you want to go with the Megatherium. The Megatherium, I guess also the Deinonychus. Deinonychus and Megatherium as a pair are just destroyers of worlds. And those are easy ways to do it. So there is that. So that is all of the boss fights. That is 6 in a row. We got dire bears, spinos, woolly rhinos, Deinonychus, Therizino, and rexes. 6 different ways you can beat them. Obviously, it's something that pretty neat. I enjoy doing boss fights. It's like one of my favorite parts of the game because it's something that is truly fun to do. But again, my opinion. We're going to go ahead and turn these guys on passive. And you can see that he's still passed out. So we're going to J-whistle all of them because I want to take a nice big selfie picture with them all. What is the griffin even doing over there? Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. I have so many tames. Ooh, good point. I could do that real quick, probably. That's so cool looking. So many different tames in that giant flying V shape. Let's see what the health is like on these guys right now. Okay, Yudi's still good. Deinonychus are good. Yeah, I can probably do it. I can probably do that. Let's see here. I'm not sure it'll go super well, but let's give it a try. Let's do some alpha. Why not? Do you want to join the boss fight, Dire Bear? Would that make you feel better? Alright, so I think that... Let's see here. I'm going to try and do this without a Daedon. I don't think it's going to go very well, but I mean, we will be trying an alpha boss fight, so you don't really ever expect it to go well at all. So let's see how it goes, because again, why not? Control V. Got it ready to go. I'm going to stand in the middle of these guys before we do this, and let's go. So obviously, as you can see, the color changes for an alpha. It is now red. Oh no, that Deinonychus is going to get left out. No, you're coming with us. I need all the help I can get with you guys. So, anyways, if you're enjoying this so far, if you don't mind leaving a like on the stream, that'd be much appreciated. I do appreciate all that support that you guys have given me so far. It's been awesome. Alright, so, here we go. Tyrannus. Oh, the Dire Bear came too. I almost feel bad. We're going to, like, put you in the back corner and ignore whistles because you're just going to get us in trouble, I think. There we go. Alright, so this is much more difficult. These bosses are much more difficult because they're so much faster, they take more damage, all kinds of stuff. Alright, dragon's already at a 20 down. We've... Yes, I am still a teacher, Mr. Joseph Mora. So you can see how fast these things are. Alright, let's do it. Now I've got to avoid and let the Deinonychus attack. Boost him. As you can see, we just have to be really careful. Alright. I'm just going to stay back, let him come for me, because he still sees me as a large tame and they're not seen. So if we can get past the dragon, it's doable. So you can see it right now. Come on. There we go. Almost there. Come on, take out the drag. Sweet. Alright, there you go. There is Alpha right there. Oh no. Manticore is behind me. Gotta try and take her out with some... Help me out here, guys. Now again, we're trying to avoid to the best of our ability, but sometimes you just can't. So you gotta pull and run in circles. There we go. Come on, guys. What are you even doing over here, Deinonychus? You're stuck, and I need you to not be stuck right now. Alpha is not a good time to do that. We're gonna J-whistle these guys. Oh boy. This is not going well. Alright, so what we have to do is basically get them to attack the manticore, I mean not the manticore, but the megapithicus while I run around and avoid to the best of my ability. You can see these guys are still stuck in here. He is taking a lot of damage. He's about... Oh boy. As soon as this UD dies though, this boss fight is over, so we need to... Oh no. Don't use the bathroom right there, buddy. Come on. Run around. Alright, so as you can see, they're doing a fine job. I cannot get hit by a Mesopithecus. If I get hit by a Meso, I'm dead. Come on now. Oh, no, 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 no. Gosh darn it. Come on. This is not good. I'm pinned. Come on. Come on. They've almost taken him out. Check that out. Oh, there we go. I've got to sit here and basically just survive this. Okay. Boost them all. Got them all J-whistled here. We've only lost a couple. And this is on alpha for solo players, so it's a little bit less than official, but it's still not something that's easy to do. Alright, whew. Now we are looking for this. There it is up there. It's already down a third health. Whew. Alright, come on. Not as easy to do this as I thought it would be. There's the tire bear. Alright, so... Oh my goodness. They just get stuck on the dragon. Of course they do. Now we've just got to pull this thing down here. This is the hardest part of the boss fight. There we go. Come on. Why did you, like, just take off immediately? That seems not fair. Let me go and whistle aggressive on these guys. I did not know there was a Mesopithecus there. Thank you for taking him out, Deinonychus. Give these guys the boost they need. And we have got to take this thing out soon, otherwise we're in trouble. I need you to land right now, Manticore. That's what I need from you. Alright, come on now. Okay, Deinonychus, there is 0 value in you running over there. So I'm going to run over there with you. The big thing we got to avoid is getting hit by this manticore. There we go, that helps. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Now I just got to run. Best thing I can do right now is run in a circle because she'll attack me and she'll accidentally hit the Deinonychus. And they're doing fine. I just got to keep her distracted with me. You can see that one is still attacking her up there, latched on. You got this, buddy. I have faith in you, the little Deinonychus that could. It's also kind of frustrating that these things are still stuck back in here. I don't really know how to beat that. Meanwhile, these guys are stuck over here too. Wow, I just have a bunch of missing Deinonychus that I'm not quite sure how to get them out. And I've tried like all the different angles, but they're just like stuck underneath the bosses. Oh boy. Come on now. Let's bring you over here. If we're going to try and do this, we might as well make sure we have as many of you as possible. There we go. Look at that. They're still doing the damage. Ooh, she's just running over them, literally. I need you guys' help, though, Deinonychus. I can only run so fast. I guess I can try and, like, go inside of this over here to see if I can let them hop on. It's close. The one Deinonychus is left over there, and I've got to get the other ones. Come on. There we go. She's also stuck right there, so that might be useful. Huh. Oh, ow, that hurt. So, now my Yudi is stuck. This is quite interesting. She's down to like a quarter health. Let's go ahead and turn auto courage mode on. And I'm just going to try and do this. I don't know. Let's come on. There we go. Come on, guys. I can see you attacking. Do it. I have faith that you can do this. You can see the Deinonychus latched on. The one Deinonychus that could. And the Yudi that's doing almost no damage in comparison. Come on, let's do this. I have faith in you, Deinonychus. Oh my goodness, it's so close. Come on, guys. I have faith. Come on. Deinonychus, you're the only hope we have. The single one that could. Is it? Oh my goodness. So. That's insane. I'm sure this Deinonychus is almost dead. I can't even crawl to visit him. Ugh, that's unfortunate. I want to congratulate this Deinonychus. Deinonychus of Death. I am riding the Deinonychus of Death. Crazy. I can't even believe that that worked. That's impressive. Look how much element you get for doing alpha. 3, 4, 5. 605? That's insane. 605 element. Wow. Crazy stuff. It's crazy that you can do that. So, anyways, that did not expect it to go that way, but what I would say is one thing that you want to do, for sure, is make sure that when you go into these boss fights, you know what's going on. Oh, what is happening? We're going to get a big old selfie here. Oh no. Come on. We've got to put all the tames together here. Just to show everyone all the tames that we just used. Check that out. Come on, let's go. Oh yeah, I might have some left over. I think it's 525 though. I think you're right. Where is... Okay, the Therizino? Sure. You know, you just want to hang out? No biggie. This is nuts. I can't even believe that that just happened. We did 7 plus that alpha. That's a pretty good number right there. I'm gonna set the time of day so we can actually see what's going on right here. There, much better. Now where's that griffin? Huh? Because I can't really take it in the middle of everything. Of course he's in the middle of everything. Griffin. Okay. Come on. Check that out. That's insane. That is a lot of really awesome tames in there. Let's get that F12 going with the screenshot. Super fun to do that. Alright guys, well hopefully you enjoyed that. That was something that I enjoy doing. I love doing the boss fights, and it's something that, you know, it's just fun to do. If there's anything else that you want to see, maybe I can do like a LE vein run later mixed with a drop run, OSD drop run. But hopefully it works out. So anyways, I enjoyed having y'all here, and if you don't mind leaving a like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel before, check it out. I got a bunch of cool content on some fun, well, ARK stuff, and hopefully you enjoy it. Alright, Teacher's Game 2.